funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and reconnect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The ring be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Sip of water in it softly, cleanse me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Salute everybody. Salute. Happy Thursday to you. I am Urban. Appreciate you tuning in to this podcast today. Today we're gonna want to talk about a touchy subject. All right. We're gonna talk about um we're gonna talk about abortion. All right. Um, I recently did podcast episodes giving y'all my perspective about abortion, and if you want to check that out, you could go into my channel. I believe it was either in my season 6 or it could have been this season. I don't know, but I know I talked about it. I talked about it. But today on this episode, we're going to talk about it again. We're going to talk about this situation about abortion. We're going to want to talk about um how the way this new age model day women they now be using abortion more as a flex to take care of situations that they don't want to handle. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that today. Appreciate everybody who are tuning in right now, and I appreciate everybody who are watching in the bushes as well, and I appreciate everybody who's going to catch the replay of this stream. All right. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the don't like button, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Business. So, but then let's go ahead and jump into this conversation today. Now, I to be honest with y'all, to be real honest, I don't remember my last stance against abortion. I had to go back and watch that show that I did. But I do now have a different perspective about it. All right. I I have a totally different perspective about it. So um when I was part of ministry, right? When I was part of the Christian ministry, one of the biggest advocates that I was doing was being for pro life. Okay. Um Pro life is pretty much this is pretty much acknowledging the fact that regardless of your life circumstances, regardless of what happened to you, for a woman to become pregnant with a child, uh, I believe that that child deserves a chance at life, and that was my belief system. Why I was in Christian ministry and Christianity. Another reason why I was taking this stance is all because of, to be honest with you, because of the religion. That's what the religion was teaching us to do. You know what I'm saying? To take this certain stance about abortion. All right. But where we choose to be pro life. Okay. Um Also when I was in the Christian ministry, and I advocated against pro choice. And those of y'all who are not familiar with what pro choice is simply acknowledging the fact that you want to have the choice whether you should delete your unborn child or not. Okay. So just like I say, that was my stance back when I was in Christian ministry and all the stuff there. But now I have a one different perspective about this now, a totally different perspective now, especially since I was able to really think about this and really be able to just logically think about the pros and cons of both arguments. Okay. So my stance is this: is that I honestly believe that a woman should have the opportunity to always choose what they want to do with their child. Honestly, a woman should have the opportunity to want to choose whether if they want to be impregnated with the child or not. Um, I'm, I believe that by this conclusion that I came up with. I believe that it'll be more beneficial for the woman to have that choice in the matter. Now, the reason why I'm coming up to this conclusion that I believe women should um, have poor choice in the matter of them determining if they are going to keep their unborn child or not is because of this. In this in this modern day generation right now, in this modern day generation right now, a lot of I hate to just be direct about this. I really do. Be honest with you, it's hard for me to even say this, but I just have to be as logical as possible. But um, just through me, just observing and through my findings in this situation, I honestly believe that when a woman end up keeping a end up keeping a child that she don't want and end up birthing that child, I believe right off the bat that that child is automatically at a disadvantage. I also believe that the child is automatically at a disadvantage. The reason why I say that is because first of all, the one experience that this child is going to have with having some type of relationship with their mother is through the process of them being conceived and them being born. That's it. Because this mother, if she decided to keep the child and give the child away, um She had to go through this whole process of 9 months of nurturing this child, taking care of this child, doing all these different things for the one child. So when she finally have the baby, uh, and she give it up, and that's it. The child don't have no type of wrong connection with the mother whatsoever, because the mother gave the child up. More than likely, if they birthing the child, more likely they're giving the child up to be part of the system. Now, um, through my line of work, right, through me doing like social work and stuff, I have experienced a lot of single mothers where they made this decision to give up their child. They made a decision to not only give up their child, they made a decision to enter their child into what is known as the foster care system. Now, it don't matter what state you really reside in the nation, the foster care system is not good for children. It is not good. This has been a ongoing problem um, for years and years and years about the foster care system. There are a lot of, even right now, by me doing this podcast, y'all should be aware of, there are a lot of children who are part of the foster care system right now. There are a lot of children who don't have parents who want to adopt them. And so what the state does is that the state cycles them pretty much. They end up being in these homes or halfway houses or whatever you want to call it, right? And that becomes their permanent residence. And the moment when that child reaches 18, then guess what? That child is no longer a part of that system with the state. And just like I said, no matter what state you reside in, the system is the same. It doesn't matter. So when this child becomes 18, then this child is on their own. They have to figure things out on their own. This child never had the opportunity to experience the love and nurture of a mother, the protection and support of a father. Hell, some of them don't even want to get the opportunity to even experience having siblings, some of them, or some of them do have siblings. They don't have no outside help, no family, nothing. So this is the reason why I say when that mother make that decision to go ahead and birth this child is automatically at a disadvantage. I want y'all to want to know that, through my experiences of being a social worker, right? Um, a lot of these children who are part of the foster care system, they do have mental disorders. A lot of them who's part of the foster care system have mental disorders. They have abandonment issues. They have attachment disorders. A lot of them, even by them being adults, they have different forms of mental disorders for real. So once again, that's the reason why I say that if a mother decide to go ahead and birth this child, that this child is automatically going to be at a disadvantage because they're going to be a part of the system. They're not going to have that type of nurture with the mom. They're not going to have that protection from the dad. So this is also the reason why I started really, really thinking about this, and I start thinking real hard about this, and I start coming up to the conclusion that um, maybe it's better. Maybe it's better for their mom to not even birth that child, because why would you want to birth a child and allow this child to be part of a system or part of a world where they are automatically at a disadvantage, even when they become adults. Now, I know there have been some stories where these children become adults and some of them becoming, you know, citizens, and they really don't have a lot of mental disorders, but some of them do. But they manage to do things to help themselves to cope, and so they could be productive citizens. But even in that situation, y'all, even that situation, that child that became an adult still is at a disadvantage. And so I was thinking about this, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe it just better if that child was unborn, if that mom just went on and made a choice to go to the abortion clinic, right? The mom went on and made a choice to take a, plan B or whatever it is that she wanted to do, right? Go ahead and made that choice and delete the child. Then that child will not have to deal with things later on in life, deal with, emotional trauma, emotional distress. I always try to cope. I was trying to cope with society. So that's why to be honest with you, that's why I kind of want to be honest with you, is why I want like change my stance about this a whole lot, because even right now even right now there are modern day women who are out here. They having, they doing what they doing, having a little hot girl summer or whatever and stuff, right? They sleeping around with these dudes, just doing the most. Okay, they do the most. They let these type of dudes have sex with them unprotected because they want to experience the whole feel of the interaction, and end up making a mistake of this dude end up inserting his DNA inside her. Or it could be a situation where it was unwanted. And so she wants to undo what she got to do. So with all this being said, y'all, I want y'all to listen to this video of this TikToker today on this podcast. On this video that I'm getting ready to present to y'all today on this podcast, this young lady, she's on her way to a abortion clinic to delete um, this child. I want y'all to listen to what she's saying about this. I want y'all also to listen to the interaction. Okay. Now this young lady is this young lady right here. Now when you see her video, she's gonna look totally different. The reason why she look totally different from how I'm presenting her right now is because she's an IG model of all things. And so she's gonna have a one interaction, right? She's gonna go to the clinic, and just so happen while she's at the clinic, there are Christian women like this. There are Christian women like this out there protesting the clinic. And so as she arrived at the clinic, I want y'all to hear her reaction, with her reaction, interaction with these Christian women. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into it, y'all. Let's go and do this. Make sure y'all hit the like button and everything. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this topic. Let's go.
Bitch, I'm like, they finna harass me the minute I walk up in here. Nor do I give a fuck. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have an abortion. That's okay. No, but I just want you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, it's okay. I'm gonna do it regardless. No, thank you. It's okay. No, thank you.
To be able to save the life of this baby, there's a reason why the baby has a mission.
The baby been swimming in Casamigos. I gotta go.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that there's so many ways that we can help you.
she said that baby was swimming in Casamigos. Those of y'all who don't know what Casamigos is, Casamigos pretty much is a is alcohol. It's one tequila. Is one tequila. All right.
That this is not it. This is not the way.
No, thank Bitch, I'm
Now there are certain things that these people said to her and stuff, right? And I want y'all to pay attention to this, and I'm gonna address this real quick. Let me get to it. I think it's right here.
thank you. No, thank you. No, it's okay. I'm gonna do it regardless. No, thank you. It's okay. No, thank you.
To be able to save the life of this baby, there's a reason why the baby has a mission.
The
Now, this Christian lady, she says this. She says that they're on a mission to save the baby life because this baby has a mission, has a purpose. Now, my question about this is that how do they know? How do they know that this unborn child, this unborn fetus, has one purpose in life? How do they know that? Who gave them that revelation that this child had a purpose? Was it God? Because if that be the case, just like I stated earlier, if that be the case, then this young lady, she already don't want to have nothing to do with this baby. She already going through the process of getting rid of this baby. She don't care about this baby. She already doing things to sabotage her body to delete this baby. That's why she mentioned that this baby was swimming in Casamigos, which is alcohol. She already going through this whole process of doing it, and now she decided, like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to this clinic and just end this thing once and for all. So if she already don't want this child, then why are you trying to manipulate her? Why are you trying to manipulate her, telling her that, oh, this baby got a purpose, God got a plan for this baby life and everything? The moment when this young lady had this interaction with the dude that she slept her right, it wasn't part of no divine plan. It wasn't part of a purpose that God made. It wasn't some predetermined destination or anything like that. It was based on solely on the decision that this young lady and that dude that she was with made, which does, like I stated earlier, is that they made a decision that they wanted to have sex without using protection. She made a decision to allow this dude to enter into her body and to um, insert part of his DNA into her. God didn't have nothing to do with that whatsoever. That's a choice that they made. So when I hear people saying this to people without understanding the circumstances, right? To me, I believe that not only that's being unrealistic, but that's being unfair. Because at this point, they're based in a situation based on how you feel versus trying to base the situation on logic and reasoning and sound judgment. What if the one situation would have been different where she had the same interaction with this dude, right? But it was like I stated earlier, it was unwanted. And she don't want to have nothing to do with this child whatsoever. But you sit up here telling her that it was God plan, it was God plan, it was God purpose for this situation to happen to this lady, this young lady. Nah, it's not. God don't have nothing to do with that. God don't have nothing to do with that. Then I want y'all to want to consider this as well too. Same situation. She'll have to go ahead and birth this baby. What if she instead of having the baby into the foster system, she go ahead and keep the baby. Emotionally speaking, this young lady will have to deal with this child because this child has the DNA of her abuser, unwanted DNA of her abuser that she had to deal with every single day for the rest of her life. And just like I say, to me, that's being unrealistic. To me, that's using more feelings and emotions than using logic and reasoning and common sense. But yeah, let's continue, y'all. We almost done.
Baby been swimming in Casamigos. I gotta go.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that there's so many ways that we can help you. That this is not it. This is not the way.
No, thank
They kept saying that they were saying that there's so many ways that they could help this young lady. It's not so many ways they could help her. It's not. There's only two ways that they could help her. Actually, to be honest with you, there's only one way that they could help her, and that's, well, I give them two ways. The first way they can want to help her is to convince her to go ahead and keep this child and take her, as I say, take her your responsibility. The second way is to allow this child to be born and go into the foster care system. Now, the thing about it is that why they send up her advocating and trying to convince this girl to not do this right. Guess where they're going to be at? If she were to decide to birth this child, guess where they're going to be at? These Christian protesters. Guess where they're going to be at? They're going to be at home chilling. If they got children, they're going to be at home chilling with their own children. They're going to be up in their church praying while this young lady is dealing with this child every single day. They're not going to be there to help take her. They're not going to be there to teach her how to parent this child. They're not going to do that. They're going to rely on the system to do that for them. That's what they're going to do. The most that these people are out here who are protesting, most they're going to do for this young lady is that they're going to take her hand and they're just going to pray for her. And they're going to give a emotional prayer to make her feel bad, to make her feel that what she's doing is wrong and God loves her. That's what they're going to do. They're going to use a manipulation tactic to convince her what she's doing is wrong and God loves her and God is going to forgive her for her sins. Then last but not least, guess what they're going to do? They're going to sit up here and have this young lady join the church or ministry. Yeah, even with that church or ministry, guess what? They're not gonna be there to help take care of that child. They might give her some advice or whatever, but not through the hard stuff. They're not going to be there. So that's why I say that what they're doing is unrealistic. Now she did do an update on this video. I want to share this with y'all real quick.
Nah, but girl, I'm gonna use your comment to update y'all because I got a lot to fucking say. Like, I got a lot to say. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First thing we gonna address, that was my first time there. Like, it was a couple comments that I actually seen. I was like, it must have ain't been my first run, blah blah blah. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. But since you want to be in my fucking business, bitch, let me tell you exactly what the fuck happened. Yeah. No, but like, since you want to be in my business, I'm gonna
Scorpio salute.
So anyways, the whole point of that video, I was sending that to my friend. Like, that's a video I sent to my friend. Like, you feel me? It's like, I need her to see videos of me actually expressing and saying what I gotta say, because you ain't gonna understand what I'm saying unless you hear it out of my mouth. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, in this particular clip, this is actually my second time walking up to the clinic, because the first time I walked up to the clinic, y'all, like, they ran up to me. I was scared as fuck. I got anxiety. They ran up to me and I was already nervous about having to go in here, because I had called them and I told them, you know, my last period, and they was telling me, you know, my estimated date or whatever, and I was just panicking. Like, then they was telling me I had to do surgical, so I was already panicking, right? So I get up to the door and I see the people in front, but like I really didn't pay them no mind. I was just thinking like everybody else here just like me, right? No, I was wrong. Those is actually protesters. Like they had like, I don't know, like, you know, the outfit that Jesus had on in that one movie. They had outfits like that on, and it was a dude that had a cross. But like the only person that happened to stop me was the lady. She was real bold. Like you peep in the video, I walked fast as fuck. Like I said I didn't care. But yeah, the lady stopped me, and you
We
can
can
hear
go
the
to salute.
conversation. That's pretty much self-explanatory. But like, y'all, I want to address this, y'all. Y'all know how I was like, y'all, like I had looked back at her for like that 1 second. Y'all, this lady like she's about to fucking cry. Bitch, am I having a baby or you? Do I gotta go hear you? And she was just like she can help. Like, you cannot help me with a kid that I don't want. This is exactly why abortion, like, is what it is. Like, you're not forced to have a kid that you don't want, that you're not ready for. Like, it's always an option. That's just how I feel. I don't give a fuck what nobody feels about it. This is my body. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. And I just want y'all to know that shit right there. And then, like, let me just give y'all, like, basically the update. Because I was just chewing the bitches up just real quick. But yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
address your female Scorpio.
yeah,
Hold up.
even when I left the place, y'all, even when I left the place, they was still out there. And do y'all want to know what she said to me? Guess. And then to make matters even worse, after I even left the the clinic or whatever, y'all, she was still outside. She was still outside. And do y'all want to know what she said to me? Guess. She was basically just like, I did a sin and that I will face the consequences in the future, and that I should have never killed the baby that was very much wanted in the world. My baby had a mission and this and that. Bullshit. But I mean, yeah, like, anyways, I guess the real update is like what happened. I mean, I got it. Like, I'm thriving. Everything been good. You know, ain't no baby. Now I could drink Casa without throwing the fuck up like I was. That's how I really knew. That's why I said the baby was swimming in Casa, because, baby, I've
Showing
been
up
having
salute.
like hook and reel lemon drops back to fucking back. Like, tune into those. Hook and reel got lemon drops. Them shits get you off your ass. I just had 6. And we got rounds. We got 2 rounds. That was like that was like multiple different days. I'm telling you, I had lemon drop shops all this month. And then I work at the club. The baby been swimming in Casa. It was just no way. It was no way. But yeah, fuck y'all. And I don't give a fuck about nothing.
All right, so let's talk about this, okay? Um, let's talk about what she was saying. All right. First of all, Scorpio, I find all these modern day women on TikTok. You'll find them all on TikTok. That's where I find them at. Yeah, that's to answer your question. That's why I found them all at on TikTok. So, yeah. So everything that this young lady was saying about her going to this abortion clinic, right? Her experience going to the abortion clinic, the interaction she had with the protesters there at the one abortion clinic. To be honest with you, I honestly agree with her on that. I do. Um, just like I stated earlier in the beginning of my podcast, I used to be an advocate for pro life. And this was all based on, um, at the time, me being a Christian. But now, since I'm not no longer part of any type of religious affiliation, I'm no longer programmed to think how the way these type of religious organizations want me to think now, and I could think freely. I have a different perspective about this all the way. I honestly believe that for us women, I honestly believe that women do have a choice with what they should do with their body, especially dealing with abortion issues now. And I really do. If that woman don't want to keep that child, by all means, she could delete that child. Like, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't have an issue with it at all. Period. The reason why I don't have an issue with it because I look at now I look at things at a more macro level. Okay. Just like I stated earlier and stuff on I look at the probability of that child if she were to go ahead and conceive this child, and this child been born into this world. I look at the probability of if this child is going to survive or not in this world. Two of the main things that a child needs to survive in this world is that they need. I honestly believe that they still need both parents. They need a mother, which is the nurturer, and they need a father, which is the provider and protector. Them are the two main essentials things that children need in order to survive into this world, especially when they grow up and be adults. But when them two things are taken away from that child, and you end up on entering that child into a foster care system, then the probability of that child growing up and being productive citizens in this preferably in our country diminish a lot because they don't have that type of one interaction actually having a parent. Now, I know in some rare situations, if a child were to enter into the foster care system and they were to get adopted out and they get adopted out into a good household, then that's different. But the chances of that happening in the foster care system by me being a social worker and being a part of the system, the probability is very, very low. The probability is so low. The probability is so low for that child to actually be adopted into a really good household is the same probability of us trying to win the Powerball lottery. I'm just being honest with you, being realistic. It is just about the same probability of trying to win the Powerball lottery. Kid you not. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible, but the one probability is very, very low. So that's the reason why I say that I agree with her situation, saying that if she wants to abort or delete this child, by all means. If you don't want it, you just don't want it. It just is what it is. Especially if uh, situations were such as it was an unwanted sexual encounter that happened. So why not? Because it's like I made a point that this woman, these people, these Christian people, trying to convince this girl that it's something wrong with her. She do this, that she's saying just like she said she was saying that these Christian people were saying that well you're going to go to hell. God ain't going to love you, which that is not true at all. That is not true. And furthermore, God don't have nothing to do with the choices, decisions that she made. That's solely on herself. That's her decision. That's her decision. One other thing I do want to share with y'all is that she actually do have a child right now. While she on doing her IG modeling, which I'm on her page right now, her TikTok page, and she always showing IG page as well too. She do have a child. This is her child right here. And I'm a type of person. Well, in this situation, I'm too much not going to want to play the video of her child, but I just want y'all to know that she do have a child. All right, as you see through these TikToks that she been doing. But for some reason, she didn't want to keep this particular baby, and I believe that she has a choice to do that, especially if she just out here having a hot girl summer and sleeping with wherever dude or whatever case happened. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what happened in those situations. So for her to make that decision, but she had a decision to do what she wanted to do. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, but like other people, they would disagree with this. They'll disagree with what I'm saying about this, but it is what it is. It's time to me. It's time for us to have a more realistic approach about these type of conversations, these type of topics, instead of having a dogmatic or religious approach. Through my experience, son, I believe a lot of religious things that are happening right now. Well, let me say this: I believe a lot of things that are happening in our culture and in our societies due to religion. To be honest with you, because the whole fundamentals of religion has one purpose. It serves one purpose, and it serves one purpose only, which is to manipulate and control people. And I'm just gonna be honest. It's part of a cult and everything. So it is what it is. Now keep in mind that I'm not saying anything about believing in a higher power or believing in God or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about religion itself, the whole institution of the organization of religion itself. It's not what it is. It's not even beneficial for the culture. It's not beneficial for the society. Uh, we um, we through religion, you have so many people being manipulated and programmed to behave a certain way, just like this interaction with this young lady where they simply were talking down on her. I could relate to the situation because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was one of the people who was doing that to other young ladies during the time when I was programmed into religion. So I understand where she's coming from. I really do. I really do. But yeah, um, I just wanted to share this podcast with y'all to let y'all know. To be honest with y'all, to let y'all know my stance on abortion now about these topics about abortion and about even the foster care system. To be honest with you, I was actually thinking about doing another podcast, really going into details about how the way the foster care system really is, based on me um, being a social worker. Um, I really want to do a podcast, really just going deep and talking about this because, just like I stated earlier in this podcast, the foster care system is not a flex at all. The foster care system is so messed up. It's so messed up. And then on top of that, these children who are part of this foster care system, they have a lot of mental issues going on with them. They have a lot of mental behaviors going on with them, negative mental behaviors going on with them, for real. Where they have abandonment issues and all kind of stuff going on with them. There are some who are narcissistic, grow up to be narcissistic. Some that grow up to be psychopaths, sociopaths, different situations like that. It's not good. It is not good, y'all. It is not good. I didn't know that Scorpio. Scorpio said she was adopted and it was bad. Yeah, I agree. Because like I say, I'm I was connected part of that system as a social worker. I done seen how it is. To be honest with you, I was saying a lot of things to like my superiors and stuff talking about it. But guess what? From a social worker perspective, a lot of things that I was on talking about, a lot of things that I expressed to them, guess what? At the end of the day, they don't care because at the end of the day, guess what it's about? Guess what it's about? It's about money. That's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's about these upper levels, politicians and different people like that. It's about money. It's about funding. It's about as long as they're getting a paycheck, they don't care. They do not care at all. Right now, currently in the state where I reside in, which is Texas, right? Do y'all know that do y'all know that in the state of Texas right now? Do y'all know that in the state of Texas there are many kids who haven't been placed into adoption, right? But um, guess where these kids is at? They have these kids placed in hotels. Kid y'all not. They have a lot of these kids placed in hotels where they have other social workers go out and watch over these kids as though as they in a concentration camp. Kid y'all not. Kid y'all not. And they say the excuse they used the original excuse of first. They was using the original excuse. The reason why it was the way that it is, right, is because of when we was dealing with the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? They was using that as an excuse. But now the pandemic is long over, and it's and different hotels is being overrun with all these kids who need to be placed. But just like I stated before, and I state again, it is like playing the Powerball lottery for these kids to be in the placement to get placed into a good adoption home. Then that's the first part of it. Then the second part of it is that are they going to be placed in a good adoption home? Because there have been cases I have read it myself. I've seen the data, and I read it myself as a social worker, where these kids get placed in a horrible foster home where these alleged parents who sign up for this, the one of the reasons why they're signing up for that is so they can receive foster care assistance, so they can get paid doing it. They don't care nothing about the kids as long as they're getting a paycheck. I have seen it personally. I've seen it personally where these kids being used and abused. Kids are not. Yeah, 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 that's true, bro. It is. It's a business. Absolutely facts. Absolutely. But yeah, I done seen it personally, and it's not good at all, y'all. So to like I say, this young lady that I presented to y'all today with this video about her going to this abortion clinic, I agree with her. If she want to unborn her child, let her. Because like I say, I see things in a more of a pragmatic mindset. I see things about probability. I see if this woman don't want to have nothing to do with this child for whatever reason, it's better for that child to even not even be born into this world. So why would you want to advocate to have a child to be born in this whole messed up, wicked world? Especially, especially if that child don't have a mother to be there to nurture that child and have a father to be there to provide and protect for that child. Why would you want to advocate for that? To me, that's being unfair. That is being unfair. Then last but not least, none of us, like even right now, us listen to this podcast right now. Let's say that she were to go ahead and do this. None of us is not going to step up and help her take care of that child. Because let's face it, let's let's have this accountability moment. We are not a village no more like how the way it was back in the day. We're not. We don't have the luxury of it takes a village to raise a child. We don't have that luxury anymore. That is gone. That is gone, and that is never going to come back. I don't care how many people say that that's what we need to do. I don't care how many other podcasters get on here and say that that's what needs to happen. At the end of the day, that is gone. It's over. That is not going to happen. The reason why it's not going to happen is based on our mentality now, our modern day mentality. In our modern day mentality right now, we only look out after those who are in our immediate circle, which is our immediate family. That's it. If you're not part of our tribe, our immediate family, then the hell with you. Some of y'all right now, y'all want y'all living in certain areas. Some of y'all probably living in apartments. Some of y'all probably even got homes that you're living in, actual homes that you're living in right now. I guarantee that many of y'all right now, I guarantee that y'all don't even know y'all neighbor. Or you may know of your neighbor, but you don't know them. You don't know them at all. Nor you don't even trust your neighbor. So if trust isn't there, if we don't trust our neighbor, we think our neighbor is a psychopath or a sociopath or serial killer or any of these different things like that, right? Then why would we try to advocate trying to raise a village when we don't even trust each other? I'm be dead honest with y'all too. I'm one of them people when I'm not living at home right now. I barely know my neighbors in this community that I'm in right now. I barely know. I don't even know their name to be honest with you, because to be honest, they don't interact with me. I don't interact with them for us trying to get to know them. The closest type of interaction that we have is hi. That's it. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. That's it. But we don't know each other like that. And the reason why is because of this modern day culture where we're living in right now. We just don't trust people. We don't know what people's mind is at these days. You just don't know. You don't know if you're living next door to a pedophile or none of that. You don't know. So we just don't trust people. And to be honest, son, it's kind of rightfully so. It's kind of rightfully so to be that way. So yeah, this young lady, I believe she making the right choice, even though she after having a hot girl summer. Um, Now my subscribers, they know this. Normally my subscribers, they know I be talking about modern day women all day long. I sure do. I talk about their behavior and everything all day long on my podcast. But today, this particular situation, this is one of those situations I actually agree with this type of modern day woman behavior. You know what I'm saying? Now, was she irresponsible? Absolutely, she was. Absolutely, she was. But at the end of the day, I believe that she should have the choice in the matter too if she wants to delete her child or not. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want to have that child, it's better for her to just go on, do she got to do. That way that child won't be born into this messed up, wicked world without the nurturing and protection that child needs to grow up to be a good, productive citizen. Because if not, then just like I say, that child gonna grow up to be another sociopath, psychopath, narcissistic, be up in these relationships, and it's gonna keep continuing the cycle. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Scorpio, she said, everybody, I want you to help me write my book. Yeah, maybe I can do that. Because like I say, I got a lot of insights on that for real though. I really do. I really do. But yeah, other than that, y'all, that's pretty much it that I have for this particular topic. Um So no, she said hi, hi, and I keep it moving. Yeah, facts. And she's talking about in regards to her neighbors and stuff. So yeah, yeah, I agree. Cause I'm like I said, I'm the same way. Cause you just don't know these days. You just don't know people. Even when you're trying to do that. So there's one saying like even like in the I forgot what they called it, but it's the black YouTube sector. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They be talking about this all the time. Talking about, yeah, we just need to all come together. We need to come together and village. Take a village to raise a child. And they be saying all these things. I mean, it sounds good when you say it, but I just think it's not very realistic for the modern day generation that we're living right now. It was good for that previous generation, that past generation, due to the circumstances that they was going through. But this situation, I don't think it's good at all to do. It's not gonna be beneficial. Then on top of that, you don't even know who you're dealing with. You don't know because people will do their best to disclose. Well, not disclose. They do their best to conceal who they really are, especially using social media as a source to do that. So, I'm personally, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Scorpio, she said this. She said she was 7 years old when her mother died. My condolences to that. And now earlier on Scorpio, she also mentioned that she was part of the foster care system too. And so that's the reason why she's saying that she wants to write a book. And she want me to help her write a book. And to be honest with you on Scorpio, I honestly believe that you do need to tell your story, because I believe by you telling your story from your point of view, through your experience, that it will help a lot of people who have been part of that system, and showing them that you're part of that percentage of people who actually survive the system, and you're doing what you got to do to be able be a productive citizen, to the best of your ability, and just living your life to the best of your ability, you know. So I believe that'd be real good. There's another dude that actually was part of the system, and he's the one. He's a y'all probably know. I think his name Christopher Williams or something like that. Let me Google real quick. I'll pull him up. Give me a second. I believe his name is Christopher Williams. Chris Williams. Dude's a comedian, right? No, it's not this dude. Dang, what's his name? Dang, I can't find this dude. But it's a but yeah, it's a dude. His name I think his name Christopher Williams or something like that. Um he's a conservative. He's a conservative. He's the one who he's a comedian, but he also was doing, Trump stuff and all kind of weird stuff. But I can't find it right now. But he was part of the foster care system too. So let me see. PMP salute, bro. Let me see if I could Google this book. Oh, Terrence Williams. That's what it is. Terrence Williams. I found him. All right, I found him. All right, so here he is. Here's right here, y'all. Not this one. This one. Yes, Terrence Williams. This Terrence Williams right here. He was part of the foster care system too. And so he had written he also and I'm also showing this to Scorpio. And the reason why I'm showing this to Scorpio because I want to let her know that uh to stay strong writing that book because it's possible. You know what I mean? So he wrote a book as well too, talking about his experience about being a part of the foster care system. Yeah, he did a whole lot. He did yeah, he went to the White House. This was during the time where former President Trump was president. You know what I mean? In the White House, he went there. He had a conversation with former President Trump. He had a conversation with different other people as well too. Uh, had a conversation with Candace Owens and all different things. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Scorpio, if you're serious about writing this book and you still write it, it's very possible. It's very very possible. Okay. So stay at it. Stay at it because there's a lot of people that need to hear your story, and there's a lot of people need to understand how the way the foster care system really is. Okay, so yeah, stay at it, do it. But yeah, Terrence, he is a survivor of that system for real. He is a survivor of that system. But yeah, yeah. Other than that, y'all. Other than that, that's all I have for this particular podcast. Those of y'all who, if y'all not sub up to my channel, make sure you sub up to my channel. I appreciate everybody for the likes and sharing me out as well too. Where I always be gonna talk about different topics. Preferably, I'll be talking about modern day women and beta male Simpson. You could call it manosphere, red pill, pink pill conversations. You call it that. It is what it is. I mainly talk about that, or I also talk about trending topics as well too. So Lance, I appreciate you tuning into my show too. I see that. Have you been subbed up to my channel before? Cause I don't remember you, bro. But if this is your first time here, appreciate you tuning in to my show on this sub up to my channel. All right. And I also have a one TikTok page as well too, and you can want to check that out during your leisure time. Matter of fact, and I'll show you that before we leave. Not this one. Uh, but yeah, this my TikTok page right here. You can want to check it out. It's the same as that thing, House of Urban Lounge, House of Urban Lounge podcast. So you can want to check that out. My TikTok page about different things that I've been covering. Matter of fact, I need to want to post on my TikTok. I haven't posted my TikTok in almost a week. So I need to post something over here. But the one latest thing that I was talking about on Brickgate, the latest thing. So, but yeah, I have that available as well too. If y'all want to solo up to that, my TikTok. All right. But other than that, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to my show. One other thing too. I will be DJing this upcoming Friday night. Those of y'all, if you're not sub up to my fan page channel, make sure you do so. My fan page channel is called House of Urban Lounge. Okay, so sign up to my fan page channel and listen to me DJing on Friday nights. I always do R&B music. Saturday nights I do club music as well too. So make sure you sign up to that. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all that too before we leave, before we get out of here. Um, yeah, hold up. I'm gonna give y'all all the one tea today. Let me do this. Mm, 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 mm. All right, so this is my fan page channel where I do my DJing and stuff as well too. Not that one. Um, yeah, this is my fan page. It's called the House of Urban Lounge. All right, so if you're not sub up to my fan page channel, by all means, sub it up. That's where, like I said, I do all my DJing. I play on R&B, hip hop music, and all that good old stuff live, not videos, actual live. I go actual live and do this. All right, so check that out. I will be on going live this Friday. Okay, Friday night. So, all right. But yeah, other than that, y'all, that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Constance, what's up with it? Yeah, cause I ain't tripping, girl. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. I will enjoy the rest of my day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, I ain't tripping. I know I'm streaming during the workday, so I ain't tripping about that, Constance. So, but all right. Other than that, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all again on the next episode. All right, make sure y'all have y'all notifications set when I go live again when I talk about these different topics on this podcast. All right, um, thank y'all. Peace out.